Republic Bangla has been non-stop on the ground reporting, and you have to see the uprising by the people against Mamata Banerjee's party and her party man, Shah Jahan Sheikh. Shah Jahan Sheikh, ladies and gentlemen, at the center of the Enforcement Directorate attack infamy episode. He's been missing since the 5th of January, vanished into thin air after the attack on the Enforcement Directorate that came to raid him in what is being spoken about as a mega scandal. Now, people on the ground in hundreds and thousands are rising against Mamata Banerjee. They are demanding the arrest of Mamata's man. They are saying that all of a region, Sandeshkhali, is seeing a reign of absolute terror under the Trinamool Congress. These are their words, not mine. People are comparing the situation to Nandigram. Mamata Banerjee is facing a people's revolt. From land-grabbing allegations to large-scale loot being spoken about, the scale of the allegations she faces are like never before. And of course, there is fear about what the Trinamool Congress cadre on the ground can do. But my opinion is not just about Mamata Banerjee's silence, but about Mamata Banerjee's predicament. Because Mamata Banerjee is the same person who today is facing a Nandigram type of uprising from the people. From the people. The same Nandigram that I believe she piggybacked on to come to power. Mamata Banerjee once claimed to fight land sharks if voted to power. That Mamata Banerjee's predicament today is that her party men who vanish into thin air are accused of land grabbing. Not by the Enforcement Directorate, but by the people. Mamata Banerjee, who says "Ma Mati Manush" is her slogan, an entire political narrative stitched as one with the people, is seeing a people's revolt against her, against her party. These people who are from the home ground of Shah Jahan Sheikh, are they BJP workers? Absolutely not. See the convenience, ladies and gentlemen. When the mob in Sandeshkhali was mustered to attack the ED, the Trinamool Congress came out and said, it is the anger of the people. Now the people in Sandeshkhali, Bengal are rising up as one against the Trinamool Congress. What will the TMC call them? And at a broader level, I believe the style of politics of blaming the BJP for everything is bound to rebound, and this is a prime example. Ladies and gentlemen, Mamata Banerjee on her home ground faces a massive people's uprising against the corruption of her regime. Let's debate.
Major uprising in Mamata's Bengal. Hundreds of women descended on the streets of Sandeshkhali, leading a dramatic protest against TMC convener Sheikh Shah Jahan, who is missing from the news since Republic newsbreak of Jan the 5th. Republic was the first channel to show how the Bengal streets were taken hostage by Mamata's men during an ED raid in the region. And Republic is the only channel reporting from the epicenter of this growing people's movement. These women allege that the TMC man and his aides Shibu Hazra and Uttam Sardar are behind rape, loot and land grabbing and must be put behind bars, and is gradually turning Sandeshkhali into a terror land. The protesters say that Mamata's cops shunned them without registering a complaint. As the situation turns aggressive, top cops reach the spot to take stock of the situation.
This is the uprising of people, of peasants, of women coming from absolutely lower strata, financially not very independent families, and they just want that justice may prevail. Shah Jahan is jailed and the torture is ended.
Bengal is witnessing the build-up of a massive protest. Will CM Mamata finally take cognizance? Let's debate.
Viewers, let me tell you, the developments in Sandeshkhali are so major that even all the pro-TMC channels out here, which only show Mamata Banerjee's public announcements every time she goes somewhere, this, that, they are extensions of the state government and the Trinamool, even they were forced to cut out from the coverage of the state budget and show what's going on. If I show you the visuals, you'll be shocked that the national media, Shazia, Priyanka Tibrewal, Tausif Khan, who backs the TMC, and Nikhil Jain, you would be shocked that the national media is not covering this story. This is bigger than Nondigram because this is happening at a time where there is maximum terrorization of the people. This is people coming out against mafia dons, land grabbers. And the irony is Nikhil and Tausif, that this is against Mamata Banerjee, who came to power against land sharks. Today, her party is the supporter, patron and participant in land sharks. Women are carrying lathis and marching towards a police station. You see those visuals? Sandeshkhali is a part of Bengal, among many others, which is totally terrorized by the dons of the BJP, or dons of the Trinamool Congress. In this case, this man called Shah Jahan. You see the visuals out here, viewers. There are allegations of land grab, rape, and complete loot. And the situation is not stopping. People are not stopping. People are not afraid, you see, Tausif. And that's what happens in public uprisings. When people lose fear, when people stop being afraid of land grabbers, dons, right. You suppress people up to a point, right. And then the dam breaks.
No, when people are not afraid, farmers are not afraid. There is a farmer uprising in Delhi. The entire
Delhi
what are you talking about traffic is choked.
Their lands are
being
grabbed.
Bengal
is grabbing their lands. Not just that, they are changing the nature
Delhi,
of the land. The
and
lands which were
national
used for
media
farming,
is not covering
they are
them.
forcibly converting it
Again,
into
trying to
pisciculture.
underplay the farmer uprising against the BJP regime, against the Modi government.
And they sell it.
So far, Bengal is concerned. You are right that people are on the street.
Let him finish. Priyanka, this way people will not understand the issue.
Dharna organized by Trinamool Congress, Red Road.
Priyanka, please wait. Priyanka, please wait. Let him complete. Let him complete. Let him complete. Let him complete.
But Shibu Hazra and Uttam Sardar have not been arrested by the police. This is the ground reality.
No, people. There are people out on the street in Bengal. You are correct. But it is right.
That is why
but it is in relation to the Red Road Dharna. People are joining the Dharna on Red Road in huge number and demanding the dues from the central government. It is the central government which is under attack. It is Mr. Modi who has lost the faith, who has lost the trust of people. And one such uprising is there in Delhi, where the farmers in huge number have come out in protest, and national media is not covering
what is happening with them.
No, I would appreciate if Priyanka would let me speak, and then she can speak in her own time, because if both of us speak, no one gets heard. You see, Priyanka is also from Kolkata. Arnab, you can ask her. There's a dharna in Red Road organized by Trinamool, where Mamata Banerjee herself was sitting and demanding the dues which is withheld by the central government, the share which the Bengal needs. And there are people coming and joining that dharna. So there are people out on the street. You are right to that extent.
Talk about that.
But if it is about uprising against a government, then it is against the Delhi government in Delhi, in the Delhi-Noida border, where farmers have come out.
The land conversion is taking place by whom? The Gundas. See, land conversion cannot just take place like that. It is a whole process which is done through the registry office. Now it is
how did Gundas become party
by
member?
Grabbing the land.
No, this is not fair.
Is not doing anything.
See, a criminal is a criminal. If a crime is committed, if an offence is committed, then a FIR will be lodged. Police will take appropriate action. Now, how do you associate them with a party?
How do you associate them? Bhai, you are an advocate by profession. You tell me, can a land be converted without getting it converted on papers? These gundas, these mafias, they are grabbing the land. They are changing the nature of the land from farming to pisciculture. Because there is more money involved in pisciculture. And who is helping them to do that? Your state government. Your registry
Bengal is
department,
no exception.
your magistrate,
So if there are
your
criminal
DA,
elements
they are
in
all
Bengal,
behind
police
this.
will take action
Tausif,
against
1
them.
minute.
ऊपर से नीचे
People
सब
will
चला जाता
Tausif,
है।
can I, Priyanka and Tausif, first of all, if you want to make unilateral statements at each other, it's not going to help. I need to explain to viewers what this is about. And Tausif, for that you have to use something called a comma and a full stop. You must know when to stop, because the problem with you, Tausif, is if you don't stop, then you don't answer a question. Then it's a purposeless conversation with you. You just cannot keep speaking and not answer a question. See, what I'm seeing here, can you now stop irritating me, Tausif, and listen to my question. Listen to my question, Tausif. Listen to my question. Tausif, please. Thank you, Tausif. Now listen to my question. Viewers, let me explain to you what's going on. These are very poor farmers. Very, very poor farmers. I'll put them on the screen for you. The people you are seeing are very poor. Some of them are just around, or below the poverty line. They make their ends meet, they work very hard. What is the allegation here? Let me explain to you, Shazia, Nikhil, and then you decide. The allegation here is that these people have small bits of land. And there is a person who's like a local Trinamool Don called Shah Jahan. He takes the land or forces the farmers to give them the land after changing the land use pattern. How does he do that? They make the land saline, add in salt, and make the land unusable for normal farming or for any other purpose. Only shrimp farming, which, like prawn or shrimp, you can use that for, which generates a lot more money. And in turn, the allegation is that Shah Jahan gets money for being the person who does the local level extortion and gundagardi. The challenge for Mamata Banerjee is there are many people like Shah Jahan in different parts of the state who are used for these kind of episodes. Has Mamata Banerjee lost control over these people? Or is she allowing it? I want to point out, viewers, today that in 2000, how did Mamata Banerjee come to power? She came to power when she led the Nandigram protests. What were the Nandigram protests about? What she called unfair land acquisition. Today she is justifying unfair land acquisition.
Correct.
And this is happening despite all kinds of local terror operations. Trinamool people. Today Trinamool party workers had to run, flee. The police had to escort them out. If Tausif is not seeing the reality, how people hate the Trinamool Congress at a local level. You do all kinds of things, but did local Trinamool leaders, did they not have to, under protection, get out of that area? And are these people lying? Are these poor women lying?
Arnab,
You come on air and you call these poor people liars?
Shibu and Uttam Sardar.
I want to just come
Shibu Hazra and Uttam Sardar are still in the police
No,
station.
I don't care who's taking protection. I'm saying, are you
people are
calling these
waiting
poor
outside for
people
them.
liars?
Arnab,
Mamata went on a hunger strike at that time, said, Ma Mati Manush.
I think it's...
So Mati means what? You take away the people's land.
Yes.
And the land is grabbed away from them by land grabbers who get crores of rupees in turn. Mamata is on the wrong side on this one. And as usual, Shazia is on the debate. Viewers, the big issue. Shazia.
Arnab, thank you so much for bringing this to light. I know a little something about this. When the land is salinized, it becomes uncultivable. And these poor farmers who own small patches of land, and that is their sole source of livelihood, actually cannot have not even one crop cycle, because over salinization renders their land uncultivable. This is something that happened in coastal Tamil Nadu, and Shashikala and Jayalalitha were accused of that. And the prawn and shrimp farming is extremely lucrative, and this is where it is exported. Though that process and how it's done is extremely cruel, and an unnatural habitat is created for cultivation of prawn and shrimp, and it's encouraged because it's far more profitable. But here, the party that talks about Jal, Zameen and Jungle has leaders like Shah Jahan, who are involved in multi-crore ration scandals. There's an ED summons against this man a second time over. And not just that, there is complete gundagardi, hooliganism and terror of this man in this region. I feel so sad that somebody like Tausif would have to defend something indefensible, something cruel that poor farmers of this land are going through. It's a matter of great... I think Mamata basically has lost control of the plot. She's lost control of the party. Her say doesn't matter. The party is split wide open and the gundas have taken over. You see, when you nurture and nourish these elements, this is what happens. There is no running away from this. And the law and order situation is totally crumbled. There are women organizations, there are Adivasi organizations that are up in arms. So I really want to thank you for actually doing this story, and your team. I wish them best of luck. This is what we need to see as to what's going on. And it's a matter of great shame that this is happening in the state of Mamata.
It's been blacked out.
Talked about
it's been blacked out. Let me tell you the reality.
It's been blacked
Let me tell you the reality.
Exactly.
The local media did not want to show this. The local media was looking for an opportunity not to show this. Priyanka is in Kolkata. They know. They kept showing the finance minister's speech. Despite the situation, they were interested in doing boring live coverage of the budget and then doing some semi-intellectual debate on this subject. They were trying to black it out. It's only because of the relentless coverage of Republic Bangla, the most popular and fearless channel in Bengal today, which forced all these other channels to come back on this issue as the agenda. So I genuinely have a problem with it. But my point is, Nikhil, do you see this? Do you see the anger here today? This is public anger. It's not simmering anymore. It's not simmering. It's open. It's out there. It's land grabbing. And no longer can you guys get away by saying, let's talk about Manipur to everything. Anything that is raised, oh, let's talk about Manipur. Don't give excuses. The center will handle Manipur. What's going on in Bengal? Talk about Bengal. Talk about Bengal today. Nusrat Jahan is associated with a company which takes lakhs of people, crores from people, but doesn't give them flats. The activities of the land mafia in Shantiniketan, in Bolpur, in Bengal are totally shocking. Land is acquired from poor villagers for construction of the power grid corporation, right? And after that, poor villagers have to protest to stop the land grab in the name of the power grid corporation's Bhangaur station. A Trinamool leader, Jaiprakash Singh Chauhan, allegedly grabs a 3-acre plot owned by the Public Works Department. Asansol today, ask Priyanka, it is the center of land mafia in Bengal. Center of land mafia in Bengal. You want me to tell you about scams?
This is happening everywhere in Bengal.
Job cards in the Manrega scheme.
District. They are snatching, they are grabbing the land of poor farmers. And they talk about farmers. Their land is being used in such a way that, you know, further in 5 years or 10 to cultivate anything on it. Because it has become saline. You cannot use it for cultivation any further. I had filed certain matters also before the High Court regarding the same.
Mamata Banerjee's
and
concern
you know what
is,
astonishing?
Congress is trying to take away my Muslim vote. While all of this happens, that is her only concern. Nikhil.
No, Arnab, I completely agree with you when you say that the media priorities in this country are grossly misplaced.
Really shocking and sad.
We've seen incidents like the one in Bengal right now, the protests of the women wrestlers in Delhi, the farmer protests in Delhi, the violence in Manipur, except showing the issues of the people, whether they are in Bengal or in Manipur or
Please
in Delhi
talk
or
about the
elsewhere,
issue.
they are home.
Can you talk about the issue for once,
the Prime Minister or the Finance Minister.
running away from stories of rampant corruption?
You did the same thing there.
Will you
Let's
come
not
to
do
the
the same
point?
thing here again.
It's not prevaricating again.
And you
These
just jump
women
in.
don't
See,
matter.
the point is
Their
that
lands don't matter. The farmer here does not matter. Your politics matters,
More
right?
shameful
Your
is
politics matters,
these
right?
poor people
The
who are
farmers here don't matter.
These poor people are being
And that
arrested.
is exactly why
And
I would
people like
like to
Shivu
point out
Hajra and
that
Uttam Sardar.
No.
Who are the
I am not supporting any land grab, any
They are being
corruption,
protected
whether
by
from the
the police.
TMC or from the Congress
That is
or
most
from the
astonishing.
That's the land grab of poor people or of the government that's grossly wrong, that he should be put behind bars. I don't think anybody can have any discord with that fact. Similarly, we've seen cases of a BJP
Mr.
Bareilly
Nikhil, in the evening only
bulldozing
spoke
the
to
house
the
of a
SP of
poor
that
man
place.
and molesting
And he
his daughter
told
to
me
grab
what?
his land.
That 4 people have been arrested. I questioned him.
These
I
women
told
don't
about
matter.
Mr. Shivu Hajra and Uttam Sardar. He said that their names were not there in the FIR. until
No,
yesterday.
I'm asking you. They don't matter. You don't have an
I'm
answer.
seeing everything
You go all over the
eyes,
countryside.
grabbing
You
land
through
in
the
Bangalore.
places.
We've also
sitting at
seen
your
cases
houses
of
tyranny,
recently
pulling
tyranny
and
and
dragging
rampant corruption
after
that
the
we are
everything
facing.
also did not arrest them.
will not
grabbing
talk
the land
about it,
of a
right?
Dalit
But the
man.
orders nahi
You
So
will
hua.
I
not
am
talk about
strongly
it.
against people who are grabbing land.
Yes, you
Again,
will
whether
not.
from the BJP or from the
It is
TMC
very
or from
shameful
the
that
Congress or
this
from any
Mamata
other party.
Banerjee,
The
who was
only
an
point is
opportunist,
that Shah
who was
Jahan
an
would only
opportunist
talk
during the
about
Singur
land grabs by
Andolan,
people of
today
one
is
party.
quiet.
And here,
Today
advocate
is
friend
quiet because
Priyanka, if
पाले
I'm not
हुए
mistaken,
गुंडे,
were
पाले
only
हुए
concerned
पोसे
with
हुए
land
गुंडे
grabs of people of the
पश्चिम
TMC.
बंगाल के
I
गरीबों
just
को
hope
लूट
that
रहे
you
हैं.
also talk about land grabs by people of the BJP. So if Shah Jahan, this
Priyanka.
TMC associated present, the TMC politician, if he's indeed grabbed land of
Nikhil, I
Mamata,
don't
that is very
understand
wrong.
how
He
can you
should
be
put
so
that past
inhuman
because
when we
stupid.
are saying that these people fall
And
below
but
the
that does
poverty
not take away
line.
from the
They
fact
have
that
nothing
similar
else
incidents
except
have been
a
happening
small
across
piece
the
of land
country
through which
by
they earn,
BJP leaders,
through which
but the
they live.
BJP or the
Their
BJP
living comes from that
spokespersons
land.
or the
If
state
that is
officials
also
or
being
the
snatched, and you know what
is
is the
never going
entire
to take
process
any
of
action
this?
against them.
First they snatch your land,
Again,
they
INPI is
use
stating
your,
this is
they
very
use their
wrong.
muscle
This is
power,
very wrong.
they
What
take
is
out
happening
much
in
from that
Bengal is a
land
matter
and
of
they
deep
pour
concern.
water in that,
But our
and
media
all
is more
this takes
interested in
place within
showing
24
speeches
to
of the
48
government's
hours.
ministers
So
rather
that
than
nobody
talking
can
about
reach
the
the
issues
court,
of the people.
nobody can go
That
to
is
the
the problem
police,
in the
nobody,
country right
and
now.
police is
That they
standing
are more
as a
interested in
news
lauding the finance
spectator
minister
and having
No,
no
for a
idea,
lack
not
of
even
the budget
area
I
or
ask you here.
and salt is
praising the
handed on
prime
that
minister
land.
for his hollow
This is
words
what is happening
than
to
to
the
talk
poor
about
people.
the
You know, the issue of land, the issue of land. May I get, Tausif in, Tausif. Now, a question to you, and you can answer briefly and come to the point. Is it not true that land is a major issue in Bengal? The construction of the Tata Nano factory, why was it stopped? Because Mamata Banerjee went on a fast, she protested. Right. At that time, she said Buddhadev Bhattacharya must resign. There should be president's rule in the state. And people responded. It's exactly the same kind of issue. Only this time the allegation is against her. The basic slogan of Trinamool, Ma, Mati, Manush, mother, land and humanism or humanity. At the core is land. At the core is land. Now, feeling is Mamata Banerjee used the issue to come to power. But she is worse than the left was. And her strong arm tactics, send the people, beat up the people, send the goons. People are not scared of the goons. So, Tausif, please answer a simple question pointedly. These poor women, are they lying about the extortion, threats, attacks by the Trinamool leaders? Are they lying? Do you have the courage to come on television and say, these poor women who are leading the public uprising, they are liars? If you say so, I'll take you on record. Or you have to accept what they are saying is true. If you accept what they are saying is true, I will ask you, what action have you taken against the Trinamool leaders? So please answer a specific, are they liars? Are they lying?
Arnab,
Or are they out of desperation standing there, saying enough of this injustice by the Trinamool Congress? Enough of it and no more.
see, the issue of land and land acquisition and then thereafter compensation, a fair compensation to the farmers is a very, very, very crucial and important issue, not only in Bengal, but everywhere across India, including Uttar Pradesh, where a major demonstration and protest is going on. In fact, today only Mahapanchayat was called by various organizations, and then from the Mahapanchayat they started marching towards the parliament. They were stopped and there was a huge traffic jam. What was the demand of those farmers? The demand of those farmers was same. The land acquisition and the compensation. They were demanding that they should be given 10% of the developed, 10% of the land in the developed plot. And which was currently 6%, and a fair monetary compensation. That's the whole dispute. Yes, you are right. The politics in Bengal and especially the Mamata Banerjee government centers around land. The government of Bengal is called Ma, Mati, Manush. And therefore, Mati is very central to the government of West Bengal
I'm saying that I think
and
that
its governance. And
What you
therefore,
have
if
done
there
with
is,
the
if there are,
of Bengal, everyone
please,
has
please
seen.
don't shout
You
over
have
me,
killed their children.
Priyanka. Otherwise, no one will hear.
उजाड़ी है आपने.
No, if there
माटी को
are issues,
लहूलुहान किया
they
है
will be addressed.
और मानुष को मरने के
That's
लिए
a
छोड़
guarantee
दिया
of
है.
Mamata
This is
Banerjee.
what you have done with
She has
Mati and
fought
Manu.
for
I think that
illegal
I think-
land
I think-
acquisition, and she has fought for the fair compensation. So,
Fair compensation. Again,
every
what
person
face
in
he's talking
Bengal
about
can be rest
compensation.
assured
Tomorrow
that
I throw you out
it is
of
very
your
central
house
to
and I
Mamata
will give you
Banerjee government
compensation.
that
Are you
land
ready to take
acquisition
it?
should not be
Are you
illegal
ready
and
to
a fair
take that
compensation should be
if I throw
provided.
you out of your house?
If there are fraud,
So
if there
have some
are
sense. Have
criminals
some sense.
involved, they will be
Anything
punished
which has
as
been
it is
taken from
as
you
it
by
happens
force.
everywhere across the country.
No
You
matter
cannot
whatever
say
you try to
that
pay for
the
it.
cheats and
You
criminals
cannot.
are only in Bengal and
Because
nowhere
it is
else.
my wish
Then
whether
what
I
is
wish to give my land or not. You
Uttar
cannot
Pradesh
forcibly take it.
farmer protesting
that-
for
I think that- I think-
Delhi
going on.
today? They were there.
No,
in
I
the
think that,
State acquisition which is
there was a
going on.
huge
No,
uprising by the people.
I would say this.
Can you
I
not
would say
show the
this,
videos?
Tausif.
Can you please show the videos
Tausif,
from
Tausif,
farmers who are
the
out on
situation of
street
violence in
Uttar
Bengal is
Pradesh,
very
in Noida?
concerning.
Can you please show those videos as
I
well?
think Mamata Banerjee should address the issue immediately. She should take responsibility for the missing Trinamool Don, if you can call him that, Mafia Don, Shah Jahan. And if she doesn't, she must explain. Getting angry at the media, shouting at the media, attacking the media is no answer. We will report. Right? I mean, Shah said, this is terrible. We will report. This entire episode, you can't cover it up anymore.
Must.
Sandeshkhali is beginning to look like Nandigram. And Shazia, let me tell you, Mamata Banerjee knows it. She's only trying to suppress it. She's trying to make sure people in the country and Bengal don't know. But they will. And they do. They very well do.
Do you know,
Ladies and gentlemen,
the land mafia has totally
we're covering
taken
this
over.
very closely on
in
the ground.
parts of
Yes, Shazia.
yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, I'm saying even in Siliguri, Mamata Banerjee is actually trying to now take charge of things because things have gone completely crazy and astray. Where land mafia has taken over, they're building private bridges. They're taking over land. It's become like there's complete anarchy in the state. And the law and order machinery is completely crumbled down. She is not in a situation where she is in control anymore. And this is all thanks to the same old politics of appeasement. And it's just not about Muslims. It's also harboring the criminals who are now running and ruling the roost in West Bengal.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm closing this debate. It's a story we are tracking live on the ground. I thank you very much.